I went to places lately with my dad. It was his birthday yesterday, and there was all kinds of interesting things that I saw. We went to stores with empty shelves and lines. I've seen some videos from different parts of the country and world, and I thought these videos were really interesting, so I did one of my own.
These lines are at the market. Costco's the longest I've seen. It didn't take too long to get in there, though.
Stop at the toilet paper. Only 4% of coronavirus people are showing. Do you want to get in line? Diarrhea.
Sure. Wind was blowing right in our faces the whole time we were standing in line. I thought for sure I got the virus while I was standing here. As we were walking in, some of the senior Costco employees that I've seen before, they were standing outside. They're handing out these wipes as you walk in. There was nobody in line, and see the yellow lines? Those are where you're supposed to stand, so you don't get too close in line. There was actually a lot of stuff. There was no paper towels. There was no toilet paper, but there was paper plates. We were really here to get essentials, and my dad wants water. I've been trying to get him to stop buying bottled water forever. I have water in the house he can use. I don't know why he does this. He must hate turtles. The seating area where you eat your hot dogs, it is gone. No more chairs, tables. And the line is about the same as when we went in.
So honestly, to be completely honest, people are showing up at 3 consistently now. We open at 9:45. So what I've seen the last few weeks,
Not really sure what they were talking about. But here's the line. People waiting patiently with the breeze blowing in their face. Like I was saying, only essentials. Tea, coffee, water, paper plates.
It took us 40 minutes.
Most of that time standing in this line. I want to thank all the people that are going to work so that we can get food and supplies. Oh, the line at the Sprint store. Went to the hardware store to find a gift for my dad's birthday.
I wasn't aware of this until Mary Lynn 219 Instagram message from one of my viewers told me that this money that's going out to everybody for workers, the $1,000, I think it's more than that now. Of course, the package hasn't been approved yet, but this is what the government's planning on doing. None of that money is intended for gig workers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, DoorDashers, Postmaters. Dara today did send a letter to the president letting him know, like, hey, you need to include these workers in the bill. So hopefully something comes of that. Finally, Dara is doing something. But how frustrating is it? Dara will say that Uber has plenty of cash to get through this crisis. He wants to put it on the government to do something to help the drivers out. Of course, when he said that Uber had plenty of money to get through this crisis, he was talking to the investors, not to the drivers. Are they social distancing?
They're more than 6 feet apart.
I don't know. I think we might need to report these guys.
And a very special thanks to the medical professionals out there. So here we are, Whole Foods, Porter Ranch, another line. Not too bad though. Here to get a birthday cake for my dad, that's all. Not really essential, but it's my dad's 81st birthday. Like, come on, we need to get him a good cake. This line wasn't too bad. Once we got in here, I was shocked. Hopefully we'll get through this soon. But after going through this, I have a feeling the next time we have a problem, the panic selling is going to be even more severe, because we'll think back of what happened during this time. Murcielago, the license plate says to hood or something. For a Lamborghini, that thing doesn't sound very good. Here's the line, Whole Foods. So yeah, those signs are everywhere. Lots of produce, no bananas. This was crazy. As I went around the store, all I saw was empty shelves.
No olive bar, of course. So there's still olives, just not at the bar. This is crazy. I don't even know. Okay, so this is
nutrition bars, baby food, baby care. I was trying to keep it low pro so nobody would tell me to stop recording. Due to high demand and support all, limiting the quantities in the following items. I really thought, or never thought, that most of the shelves would be empty. There was very little, well, at least there's eggs. That is crazy. Look at all the frozen food, it's gone. Even the frozen food. What? How is this possible? Is there a resupply issue? This is unbelievable.
I think they just haven't restocked it for some reason.
There's mochi ice cream. Hey, what more do you need? No soups, no hot foods, except for everything like the pizza. You can still get all the stuff over there.
Yeah.
The burrito, taco bar.
So here I am checking out at Whole Foods, and the guy in front of me, I felt his vibe. I didn't get close to him or anything, but I could feel he was like, man, don't get close to me. A very Howie Mandel, intense kind of germaphobe situation going on, which, you know, I totally respect that. Somehow he got $1 cash back. I don't know if it was an accident. The cashier, who I've seen several times when I check out at Whole Foods, she's trying to give him this $1. And he's like, no, I don't want it. And she had the funniest look. Well, I have to give it to you. I asked her, like, well, can't you just keep it? And she's like, no, I can't. I'll apply it to your bill.
Yeah, it's cash back. So it'll go towards your purchase.
Why would they take $1 that they didn't want?
I think he meant to do like 100, probably. We'll just go towards yours. I have to do something with
Crazy
it.
times, right? Oh wait, I was gonna pay with credit card though.
Oh, but I'll take this off first.
Okay.
The cash off.
I'm sure you've been seeing weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I really don't want to sound weird, but every time I get home from going somewhere, I'm paranoid. I try not to touch things. I use hand sanitizer, wash my hands, but I feel a lot better just staying home.
Being out there and talking to several people, I realized that there's people aren't understanding what we're doing. I saw a guy at DIY Hardware, and I was getting screws, and they have these bags that they fill out what screws are in the bag so you can pay for them. And I didn't want to force him to touch something that I was holding, and he was like, "Oh, I don't care. I've been through a war." And I realized, like, oh my gosh, people don't understand. It's not about whether you care or not. We're being asked to keep our distance, to do everything that we can to prevent the spread of these germs. Don't touch things that other people are touching. Use hand sanitizer. So many of these people are not understanding. I went to my chiropractor, and I thought for sure he'd have a big thing of hand sanitizer there and he'd use it right before he'd touch me just to show, like, hey, we're doing everything we can. And he had the same attitude, like, oh no, I'm not worried about it. It's like, no, you have to be worried about it. We're all worried about it. We're all supposed to be taking all the precautionary steps. And it's not like a badge of honor to act like you don't need to take precautions. It's not about you. It's about the people that you could end up spreading it to. And just because you're not coughing, just because I feel fine, doesn't mean that I don't have it and that I might not spread it to others. Oh. Some people just don't understand science.